In other words, we are the dominant of all sentient life forms in our world. And as such, we need to know how to keep the balance and stay away from the may threat our well-being. Behold the Gore, the minute swarm creatures inhabiting the hollow rock spires, arguably controlled by the hive mind, though this is but a speculation.
But what does make them more dangerous than yet another environmental factor? They don't attack us first, after all.
It is good that you asked, young fellow. As you know, our bodies are mostly gas, which allows us to float. Our skin is a sensitive membrane and is relatively vulnerable. The Gore are propelled by their motors, which consist of solid and lightweight mathon. To accelerate, a Gore vibrates its motors at a high frequency, which makes the air around it very hot and dry. Our body membranes are thin, allowing us to take limited damage from sharp objects in our flora, particles, crystallic shards, and even a few hits from the Gore. But if the swarm surrounds you, you are dead.
But we can escape, can't we? Our Moa are pretty fast too. We can outrun the Gore.
This is correct, young fellow. But like our body membranes, our Moa need to be moist to function properly. A big swarm heats and dries the air almost instantly. Your body dries out, your Moa muscles get stiff, and even a single hit from a Gore might be fatal.
I'm sure we do have some evolutionary adaptation for that. Our ancestors must have developed some compensatory mechanism.
I'm afraid none we know about, and that's the topic of our today's class. Commensalism is a type of a symbiotic relationship we have with the Gore. They cleanse our air so we can float and have a clear sky to support our metabolism.
But they eat the particulate matter which our bodies produce. Our symbiosis is mutually beneficial.
That's just the theory, my dear. Nobody ever studied the Gore well enough to know exactly what they eat. All we know is that they purify the air because they need it clean not less than we do. Useful as they are, if any of you see a dark, blurry spot ahead, give it a wide berth, just to be safe.
Shall we call it a day, or you have some other matters to attend to?
No, Cadwa. The lectures are over. We can go home. What are your plans for the rest of the day?
Well, as usual, visit the nectar garden, talk to the relatives with the touch pool, have a drink maybe. What about you?
Yeah, a drink would be nice. But first, I will receive a guest. One of the particularly curious students was so interested in the Gore that I decided to give him a research assignment on that matter and will provide him with all the materials on the Gore that I have.
A student? Haha, sounds good. Are you sure it's not about mating?
Cadwa, you are being ridiculous. I don't do it with my students. Besides, I'm in no mood for sex change today.
All right, I'm just kidding. But I do believe you can use some company, so you're on the right track.
A mess in offices is so exhausting that I'd rather have someone special to spend so much energy on.
I'm in no hurry. Brewa will give me all the answers and opportunities at the due moment.
Oh, I forgot that you believe in deities and all this ancient wisdom.
Brewa is no deity. He's a demiurge. He has designed our world and knows best how things work. So he's definitely watching over us. But sending prayers to him seems atavistic now. Our ancestors were singing, praying. We only think, fear, and argue.
Whatever. So, Anyways, have a nice evening. If you need me, just touch your pool and I float by. In case my relatives don't send me to Bre while with their nagging today.
Professor, you have a nice apartment. A separate spire, a lot of space. The university does value your work.
Yes, Orville. They built me a new house as a token of appreciation for my effort at the Life Study Department. Who knows, if you make a decent research on the gore and defend it, maybe they will build you an even better one. A curious mind will have all the answers. Brewa said, all truth seekers shall be rewarded. So I do believe it will be you who will make a discovery.
Professor, you know I don't believe in Brewa. Just want to find a way to coexist with the gore without the constant risk for our lives.
Thus you can see that our architecture is essentially yet another evolutionary adaptation. We need clean air, so we live high above ground where no pollen or particles can reach. The gore are incessantly cleaning our atmosphere, but 10-20 meters above the surface is where the concentration of the pollutants is the largest, so we need to move higher than that.
Professor, what was it like 3,000 years back, when our industry was not that developed? Could we live on the surface, or it was still too dirty for us?
This is a good question, and I believe you are correct in your assumption. The industrial success that we've had in the last 1,000 years forced us to move our cities higher above the ground and increase the numbers of gore swarms exponentially. You know that one of our evolutionary theories says that we've developed the ability to float as a means of escaping dirt and predators on the surface.
So, you really believe that there is a way to shift a millennium-old paradigm? You think we can find a solution to the gore problem?
Professor Kadwa, I'm just trying to understand why we call living with the gore a symbiosis when they present a great danger to our lives. I don't think our ancestors feared them so much. Now, even the buzzing of their swarms sounds scary to us. Wait, can you hear it? The noise from that wall.
Indeed, it sounds like there are massive swarms of gore behind it. Matwa, what the...
Yes, you are right. The spire to which my house is attached is a nesting ground of the gore swarms. There are countless millions of them inside of it. I've discovered it shortly after moving in, but I don't worry. Brewa has kept me safe so far, and I'm sure you will.
Wetwa, are you insane? You need to relocate right now. The thickness of the wall membrane is physically unable to withstand the pressure of a swarm. The vibrations will drill holes in it whenever the swarm feels like passing through.
Professor, you told us to keep away from the gore. Why are you taking such a risk? We're in great danger now.
Do you know what serendipity is? Biologically, it makes no sense, since we have no region in our brain which can foresee the future. But I physically feel that everything is going to be fine.
Wetwa, I've had enough. You are totally mad, I can see it now. You endanger yourself, me, and the young fellow right here. We are leaving now, and I will inform the superiors that you need relocation. You can thank me later.
Professor Kadwa, please be quiet. The core react to pheromones and stress. Oh no!
Brewa Kowana, Brewa Kowana.
Shush, you idiot! Oh, it's getting so hard here. Buggy, you're almost completely dry.
Yes, but Wetwa is not. Look,
Yeah, he seems fine. They don't even touch him. The prayers seem to work.
Rewa Kulwana, Rewa Kulwana.
Oh, come on, young fellow. Really? I'm going to die among the idiots.
Kulwana, my skid is fine. Join the chant.
All right, all right. Rewa Kulwana. I hate myself. Rewa Kulwana. Unbelievable! I'm still in one piece!
Not only are you whole, you are moist and with no punctures at all. That is how our ancestors handled this dangerous vicinity. They sang chants, and that helped to divert the swarms and somehow change their drying action.
I told you, young fellow, that you were going to make a discovery. You are absolutely right. The chants make the Gwar change their air heating to condensing water vapor. That is why we're alive and even moister than before.
Yeah, Brewa, praise be. Now we'll need to learn again how to sing.
Father, you haven't coded their salvation into your own name. That's vanity, don't you think?
Sweetheart, it is the frequency that matters. They could be chanting anything, but I love when they talk to me. It makes me feel needed.
They call you a demiurge. Even they understand that you are no god. I wonder if someone else is out there watching us from above.
I have no doubt about it. They are watching, that they are helping, and they're kind to me. They gave me such a smart and beautiful daughter.
Oh, come on, Daddy. You know I love you too.